Hello, hello. Welcome to the walking journey. This is your host here, Anthony, episode 1. What is this? What's up, Bussy? 181. How's everybody doing? I wanted to go to sleep, but I wanted to try this new bag of cereal that I bought. It's okay. I had to add some cane sugar to it. And I added some raisins. So I'm here, guys. Q&A. Let's do this. Not bad at all. It just needs sugar though. Have any of you tried this? I also bought this one. Hold on, let me show you. I also bought this one. I actually like this one a little bit better, to be honest with you. It didn't need sugar, this one. So hope you guys are doing awesome. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Share the live stream. I hope that light isn't bothering you guys. But I said, hey, it's been a while since I've done a live stream. Probably a lot of questions. I've noticed new trolls on the channel. I don't give a crap what they have to say, to be honest with you. It don't bother me. I've heard it all. Well, I got some positive news, guys. I have a lot to catch up with you guys. So I started eating clean. I want to say about 7 months. And see, it was May the 13th that I almost passed away. We're already going into September. So it's been about 6 months. Yeah. What's up, Luke? What's going on? Good to see you. So it's been about 7 months already. It's been quite a journey. I eliminated all the seed oils. Well, not 100% because sometimes you eat out and you don't know if the food has seed oils. And seems like I suspect most of them cook in seed oils because then I feel it in my lips. Because if I eat unknowing the seed oil, then I feel it seeping out through my lips. And then I'm constantly wiping myself for at least 4 hours. I got a cough. My daughter gave me a cough when, like the last month she was going to school. She had the cough for like 3 weeks. It went away. All the kids had the cough and it went away. And then the cough wouldn't go away. It just wouldn't go away and it was getting worse and worse where I couldn't sleep. And one day I just started losing a lot of weight every single day. But I was already losing weight because I stopped eating seed oils and I started eating clean. But this was worse, like 3 pounds a day. And that day I remember I said, Lord, forgive me. I'm going to go to sleep. If I don't wake up, oh well. But by God's grace, I woke up and I got better. I still got the residual from it. Like I still got a little bit of congestion. If I go inside the cold, I start coughing again. And it's been lingering, but I can't speak too loud. Like if I get mad at one of the kids and I want to raise my voice, I can't. I start choking. So I haven't been the same since then. I lost like 20 pounds from that situation. So yeah, I started eating clean. Nah, he said it's he diagnosed me with acute bronchitis and I had an infection in my lungs. So he injected me with something stronger than penicillin. I had 2 injections. Right now I'm getting an injection every month. So I'm gonna be due here probably next week. Luke, I missed the old Burger Boy videos. Man, what name did you use before? First time I see you, Luke. Man, Burger Boy's not the same anymore. I don't see anybody eating there anymore. I pass through there all the time. But like I said, I'm still here, and it's a little more expensive to eat clean, but I know as my personality has changed, I got more energy, not gaining weight. Because if you keep eating unclean, all the processed food, now let's say you don't, see with me, I didn't eat junk food. That's easy to say, well, I'm not gonna eat at the junk food restaurant. But 90% of the food in the grocery store is junk food. It's junk food to fake. Most of it is fake. And even if you start, what's up, Holy Hammer? Even if you start skinny bone, like a lot of the migrants that come over here or people that move from other countries. Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh jeez. Anyways, I'm trying to block that light. Well, I don't blame you that you had to start a new account. I do not blame you, but that's what I've been noticing. Like, even if you start skinny bone, like a lot of these people that move here to this country, throughout the years, even if you think you're eating healthy, or you think you eat normal, they say you don't eat junk food, you don't even eat a lot of food, little by little, the weight starts packing on, and you assume by what they teach you, the mainstream. Oh, it's because you're getting older, your metabolism is slowed down, blah, blah, blah. No, it's the seed oils and all the processed junk that's making you pack on the weight. And like, I don't buy enriched flour or all-purpose flour anymore. We bought this organic flour that actually has vitamins and protein in it. And the bread tastes better, the cookies taste better. I switched over to cane sugar, and you even add less, like, compared to, what's the other one? The granulated sugar that that other sugar, I can't remember the name of it, but the other one comes from is highly processed, is refined. It doesn't come from the cane, it comes from like a seed. So you have to pour a lot more sugar in it to make it sweet. I also have natural honey. And so far I feel better, guys. I first started losing the weight, and I wasn't even trying to lose weight. Yeah. You'll be shocked. It makes it's really sweet. The difference between the cane sugar is actually has vitamins. No, I don't buy the raw one because I don't really see the difference. But you'll notice you add less sugar. Like even the potato chip. Look. I bought these type of potato chips instead. And check this out. It only has 3 ingredients. Potatoes, avocado oil, Himalayan salt. That's it. That's all it has. It doesn't say vegetable oil. It doesn't say natural flavoring. It doesn't say multidextrin. And it actually has vitamins. If you look at the vitamins, it actually has vitamins. You cut out the seed oils, just the seed oils. Immediately you stop gaining the weight. That includes vegetable oil, canola oil, seed oil. What is the one? Palm oil. I've never heard of it. Turbino sugar. I've never heard of it. Somebody called me a health nut last time. Let's see, Luke says, I ran into your friend Tyler Maidman at the border in TJ 2 years back. I was walking through from San Diego to TJ. He was getting jacked by a Mexican migrant, and I was like, ain't you Tyler Maid? I hope he's okay. I hope Tony's okay. I hope Tony's okay. I can't believe he went back to California. He hated that place. So I don't know what's going on. There's this guy, I don't know who he is. He left me a comment that he said that Jesus told me that Jesus doesn't love me. I guess he's never read John 3:16, for God so loved the world. There's another Bible verse that says that so none shall perish. So I don't know. Some people are nuts. They don't know what they're doing. Well, anyways, going back to what I was saying, if you really look for it, you'll find real food. It's more expensive because it's not mass produced. See, that's the problem. I got this bag on sale for $2.50, but they're usually like, even if you buy the Boulder brand, they're like between $2.99, $3.99. And I'm telling you, it's more expensive because they don't mass produce this food. They're into it's like all these corporations, all these brands, they've pushed God out of the way. So they bring in humanism through genetically modified organisms, which means God move out of the way. And then they're into corporate greed, trying to take more money. Then we have another problem with the devaluation of the dollar, losing the value. So they're in the race to try to keep the food more affordable in a way, keep the prices down. So they take out the real ingredients and put all these fake ingredients in there. There's not real food, all at the cost of our health. And believe it or not, there's conflicts of interest because many times, some of these pharmaceutical companies own stocks in these in these food companies. So it's kind of a business model to make you sick and make you fat. Okay, Holy Hammer Saint Chef makes awesome homemade recipes. See, we've always made homemade recipes at home, but the problem is we were using unclean ingredients. And I'm telling you, 90% of the food in the grocery store is fake. Like, give you an example, guys. I got rid of all my ketchup. I got rid of all my mustard. I got rid of all my breadcrumbs. I got rid of, I just threw a box of cereal in the trash the other day. Now I bought real ramen soup. You can still eat a lot of the same things. You just have to find clean versions of it. Matter of fact, let me show you one right now. I still got, hold on. Check this out. I bought this at Aldi's a while back. I'm thinking of donating it to the church, or I'm gonna throw it in the garbage. My wife says I should just throw it in the garbage. No, I have these for emergency purposes. Look at the list of ingredients, how long it is. Some brands is even worse. Look at all that. That's not food. If it has more than 3 ingredients, don't buy it. No, they keep it cheap. Enrich unbleached flour. You know what that is? That's highly processed flour at the industrial level, and it has no vitamins. They stripped everything off. The flour that Christ baked when he was here on earth, or that the Israelites ate, or our great-great-grandparents ate, is not the same type of flour. It says here, wheat flour, reduced iron, thiamine, nitrinate, rolubian, folic acid. Look at this, palm oil, seasoning, salt, sugar. Anyway, the list goes on and on and on. Now, let me show you this. And then, what's the expiration date on this? It's probably good for 10 years. I don't know. What's the expiration date on this? 09/05/2025. So it's about to expire next month. Yeah, I'm going to donate them. Because there's always somebody. Let me show you guys the real version of this. This is the real stuff. They don't mass produce this. Look, they sell it to you in a big bag. I can't buy it in individual bags because they don't mass produce it. So for them to make some money, this is the real one. Look. No, I'm not saying buy this brand. I'm not promoting this brand. I don't work for these people. Look at the ingredients. Look at the ingredients. This is unbelievable. Let me read to you the ingredients. It's only two ingredients. Organic brown rice flour. Organic malt flour. That's it. The fake one has 59 grams of potassium. This has 169 grams of potassium. From 1/2 of a piece. This is for the whole package. Iron, 1 milligram. Iron, 1 milligram. Okay, that one's the same. Calcium, 26 milligrams. 12 milligrams. Vitamin D, 0. I don't even know why they bothered to put it on there. Added sugar, 0. Fiber, 7%. Carbohydrates, 23. You see the difference, guys? You see that? What's the difference? This is what we should be eating. You can still eat the same stuff, but you just got to look for the clean, real version of it. They don't feed this at the restaurants or in the public. This is the fake one. This is the real one. I still have these. So, and this one expires. This one expires in 2027. So I'm just giving you guys. I'm gonna show you one more, and that's it. Mayonnaise. This is real mayonnaise. At the grocery store, it's kind of expensive, so I just buy it at Costco because it's $8 at Costco. Avocado oil, filtered water, egg yolks, whole eggs, distilled white vinegar, mustard, distilled vinegar, water, mustard seeds, salt, spice, salt, rosemary extract. That's it. Not like the other ones. They used to have like a grip load of vegetable oil, soybean oil, natural flavoring, which is the biggest lie in the grocery store. They could practically sell you a piece. What you could do is this piece of plastic, if you lace it with natural flavoring, you can make it taste however you want. So, yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, well, you're going to really like this mayonnaise. This is real mayonnaise. This isn't that one called Heinz. What is it? Real mayonnaise. 99% of the mayonnaise in the grocery store is fake mayo. You're not even eating real mayonnaise. This is real mayonnaise. There's another one that's more expensive, but I buy this one. Keto friendly, organic. So this is cheaper than a future hospital bill. I'm telling you guys, I've had a lot of health issues, and it was all because of food. Because the garbage they were putting in the food. I eat meat, eggs, homemade cookies, but we use organic flour, like I said, real flour. The real stuff. They even have, you can eat spaghettis. Yeah, you want to see it one more time? This is real mayonnaise. I even bought real ketchup. And boy, does it taste different. No seed oils. That's the whole trick. Get rid of the seed oils. Hold on, guys. Man, another thing that I bought because my friend recommended and I keep hearing about it is kombucha. I was having a problem that I was only going to the restroom number 2 right after I would eat something. The rest of the day, just take a piss and that's it. That's the big question. Well, I got people that live in Mexico and they're telling me, they're reporting to me the fake food is slowly starting to seep in over there too. Ever since I started drinking my kombucha at least every other 2 days. Now, I bought this one on accident. I didn't realize it had ginger. I don't care for ginger. I'm drinking a little bit by little. It has a lot of probiotics. Ever since I started doing this, drinking the kombucha, now I'm going to the restroom 2-3 times a day and I feel better. So we got to take care of our health, guys. And hold up. Now I still have I still have one bottle of fake ketchup. And this is most likely what you guys buy now. This is the organic version of the fake fake ketchup, which will be, it kind of looks like Heinz bottle. You see that? Tomato puree, water, tomato paste, high fructose corn syrup, distilled water, salt, onion powder, spices. It's just tomato puree. You see that? That's the fake one. Now I bought the real one. If you look at the difference in the ingredients, organic tomato puree, water, organic tomato paste, organic sugar, organic distilled vinegar, salt, organic powder, organic spices. You should know best. You do food service. Yeah, I guess. I just started doing this 7 months ago. What do you think about corn in a can that says no GMO? I'm very suspicious about that. Even the avocado oil, I've heard there's no regulation towards it, and that it could be what is it? It could have what they call it? What they do in some companies, they'll tell you is avocado oil, but they'll dilute it with seed oils. That's the only issue. So what I've done is some of my food I've thrown it away. If it's about to expire though. And then what I've done is with some of the food, I've just transitioned over. But I'm telling you guys, it's been quite of an experience for me, honestly. Switching over to clean food is not easy. So I mostly just eat eggs and meat. That's just me. Potatoes, beans, rice. That's about it. I do a lot of push-ups. I'm doing 30 push-ups a day. Every 2 days, I do about 500. On one day, I do about 100. Artificial and natural flavors is the biggest scam, holy hammer. I'm telling you, that means there's no real food in it. They could program that chemical to taste however they want, but it just doesn't taste the same. Like this has natural flavoring. This sucker here has natural flavoring. Think about it. It's not the real stuff that they have put to high fructose corn syrup. This right here has cane sugar. Yeah. And there's still a couple of better ones. Like the one that Kroger makes, we gotta make sure there's no natural flavoring in it. And you'll notice it's better quality. But as long as it doesn't have natural flavor, as long as it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup or too many ingredients. But yeah, guys, I've been switching over. I haven't had any issues with the kids. The only thing they don't like is the maple syrup, because I switched over to real syrup. They kind of don't like it. I hope you guys are doing awesome. There's still 5 people watching. Any question, guys? It is a Q&A. It's all free for all. Coca-Cola in Mexico is made with real sugar, no high fructose corn syrup. Yeah, they got everybody eating corn or drinking it. But I don't trust Coca-Cola, guys. I've been a Coca-Cola addict for years. I've been really, really an addict. I can't even put a drop in my mouth. I don't want to know. But I know the Coca-Cola in Mexico is 3 times more addictive than the Coca-Cola they make here. You cannot trust Coca-Cola. I remember I met a brother on the mission field. I'm trying to remember his story, but he was worse of an addict than me. His addiction was so bad. He wasn't fat or anything. Tall, skinny. You would see him, you would think he exercises. But his addiction to the Coca-Cola got so bad that the doctor said that his blood was turning into water. Now, I don't know how that's possible, but they had him on medication. And what I'm trying to tell you is, I remember the Coca-Cola in Mexico burns your stomach. Because see, when you go on the mission field, the first thing they teach you is, because of some of these countries are not up to standards with sanitation. They're unclean. There's diseases, bacteria in the food from all the lack of sterilization and you know, safety, health standards like they got here. So what they tell you is, when you eat something, when you're eating, make sure you down a Coca-Cola to burn all those bacteria or those infections in your stomach. And I started doing that when I was out there, and I noticed off the bat my stomach would just burn. But I mean burn. It got to a point that it felt like my stomach was just turning. So don't assume that the Coca-Cola is any better down there. It might be even worse, more addicting. And some people have actually died in Mexico. There's a lot of people in Mexico that have diabetes, heart disease because of the Coca-Cola. They're just, I saw a documentary. There's a town where it's cheaper to drink a Coca-Cola than a bottle of water. And I've been saying this for a long time. I've told people, I don't know what they put in the Coca-Cola. Because I've had the Big K Cola from Kroger, and it tastes 99% identical to the Coca-Cola at 1/3 the price, mind you. I've had the one from Aldi's. I don't know. I don't remember what they call the one from Aldi's, but it looks like Coca-Cola, just their version of it. And it doesn't do that to me, to be honest with you. It doesn't. Suddenly, I don't get addicted to it. My body doesn't tell me I want a Coca-Cola. Like, my body knows Coca-Cola. Like, it even tells me in my mind the brand of the addiction. And isn't my body tells me, oh, I want a caramel flavored soda pop. No, I want a Coca-Cola. I drink the BK. I'll drink, it's once in a blue moon I do it. Just because, you know, just wanted to drink one. It doesn't do that to me. The next day, I'm not craving it. I'm not feeling it in my tongue. My tongue isn't dry. My hands aren't shivering like that. I'm not going like this that I need a Coca-Cola. And Coca-Cola, honestly, I believe they put something in it that is probably copyrighted. They don't have to disclose it. It's not in the ingredient list. They put a drug in it to make you addicted to it. I'm very sure. Like I said, Big K Cola from Kroger doesn't do that. Neither other cola brands, they don't do that. I don't mess with Pepsi to begin with, but when I was living all the years in Tijuana, yeah, I remember. Yeah. You got interviewed by how was the name of the guy? Jimmy the Hobo. You got interviewed. Is that you? You got interviewed by Jimmy the Hobo, right? You live in TJ. You rented an apartment there. Man, I was talking to family, and they're telling me the rents are expensive down in Mexico. When I was living all the years in Tijuana, I was eating the best of my life. Now that I'm in Florida, food is garbage. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's how I feel about the food here. Yeah, Jimmy the Hobo. Yeah, you got interviewed by Jimmy the Hobo. You guys met up at that park that I knew. The park in El Centro. Yup. Where that, next to that cerro. It's a nice park. There's still a paleteria right next to that park. It's next to a Christian bookstore. Yeah, I know exactly where that park is, man. There's good food down there. Man, I was talking to family member, man. They're telling me the rents could go up to like $1,000 a month now. Teacher, I said, you gotta be kidding me. How do people pay that? And she told me all the Californians live there now. And they cross over, and the rents have gone up. and it's pushed a lot of people out of the area. Excuse me. Yes, sir. It's right next to the paleteria. I don't know if it's still. I know the paleteria is still there. That's one of the best paleterias, but it's a paleteria that's out in the open. You walk up to the booth and you order your paleteria. Man, they sell more than paletas there, man. But I'm telling you that was a spot back then. There's a restaurant not too far away from there. I just know how to get there, man. Tijuana's mostly all commuters now. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. I'm gonna go back one day. I gotta go back one day. They keep asking me when am I gonna go visit. When am I gonna go visit? It's the only way to still live the California life without paying it. Well, all blue states have that issue. You know, I'm gonna tell you something about myself. I grew up in Denver, Colorado. When I grew up there, all the Texans were moving up to Denver, Colorado for the cost of living was way more affordable. There was job opportunities. The rents were really low, and there was a lot of freedom. But back then, it was a red state. Looking out, the Californians moved in. They legalized marijuana. It brought more liberals into the state. And what happened? Now it's way more expensive. Probably a little bit more, almost as expensive as San Francisco. I went there a few years ago. Was it when I still had my old YouTube channel? I couldn't believe. As soon as you go over the border into New Mexico, gas goes up by almost $1.50. Like not even 2 hours from there, you're able to cross into Colorado right away, right there in Trinidad, Is it Trinidad? Trinidad, Colorado's right on the border. Yeah. Gas goes up more than $2 because that's the way Democrats run. They take your money to give it to others. It's called socialism. They take everybody's money away and nothing is free. And some people don't understand. And it's a sad reality, guys, but what can we do? People won't wake up. So a lot of people have left Colorado that I've talked to. Yeah, Raton, New Mexico one time. Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. RTON, New Mexico. Yep. When you leave Dumas, Texas, you go right through there, US 87, then you cross over to Colorado. You immediately see the rise in gas prices. It's horrible because Democrats, that's the way Democrats run their states. They make it unlivable. They want to make everybody the same, make everybody poor. It's all part of the World Economic Forum. Own nothing and be happy. But the Democrat politicians, they're multimillionaires, and you're multi-poverty poor. So I left. I left. So far, I've done very well here. I've acquired a tremendous wealth living here, and that's all I gotta say. And some people, hey, there's people here that live here in Texas. They want that system here. Believe it or not, there's people that want that here. They want to see homelessness everywhere. They want $5 a gallon gas. They want LGBT promoted everywhere, DEI everywhere. They want to force everybody into electric cars. They want us all in homeless encampments. They want all us, our houses to cost $1 million and then nobody can afford them. That's how they want everybody. They don't want affordable housing. They don't want plenty of jobs. They want crime everywhere. Like you go into Houston, which is a blue city, there's rampant crime everywhere. People walking out of the stores without paying, shootings, car accidents left to right. I'm telling you, that is a Democrat's wet dream. Yep. I'm telling you guys. That's what they want. Man, I'm surprised. I was thinking about you not too long ago. I remember I was telling somebody about you. I said, man, this guy lives in Tijuana, Mexico. I was telling somebody at work about it. I'm shocked. You're living in Florida now. I'm shocked. I can't believe you're living in Florida. I really thought you still was in Tijuana. I'm shocked. What time is it? I'm gonna be on with you guys for a little bit more and I'm going to sleep. But hunker down, guys. Next year should be better. The economy's gonna take off next year. What is this? Touch off, touch on, retouch. I don't even know what this means. There's all these new settings I haven't live streamed in a while. All right. Let's see this. So yes, next year the economy will boom. That's what the Lord showed me when I was praying. It's gonna start taking off next year. Trump will not be assassinated, unlike what they're saying on social media. All these fake prophets with their fake dreams. What's another one I keep hearing these so-called prophets talking about? That World War III, Iran, blah, 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 not gonna happen. Trump decimated their nuclear capabilities they've been thrown back at least 15 years back in time. Nothing's gonna happen. The rapture is never gonna happen. The Bible says that it's appointed for every man to die. Jesus said it in Matthew 5 or 6, if you read it. He says that no flesh would inherit the kingdom of heaven. That's why we're here on this earth, that we were not meant to be here. What else? Something I was praying about, the situation with the mass migrations. I know I've taken heat for the things that I say, but I was praying about it to the Lord, and He let me know. Yes, there's gonna be deportations, but Trump will not be able to root it out. And that goes back to a dream that I had 8 years ago. Matter of fact, is one of my first videos on this was originally my backup channel. It used to be my live stream channel. First, it started as a food review channel. And then my channel got terminated. So I rebrand the channel. And now I'm shadow banned on here too, since I'm not a food reviewer anymore. And if you watch it, Trump's 8 years in office, and you look at the upload date on it, I said Trump's presidency will be a failure. So he will not be able to root out the illegal immigration problem. He will do mass deportation. So it's one thing that gold too. A while back, gold will reach $7,420, or I forgot if it was 7,240. I got the last three numbers mixed up. I don't know when that's gonna happen. And that's what the Lord has been showing me. I've had a few dreams, but I plan to do separate dreams. I had a dream. The first ones I told you were not dreams. Those were one from prayer and asking questions. The other one was we're going to be attacked here militarily on U.S. soil. And Trump is going to fight it off. I saw him in my dream. He actually he's like on a horse. He got on a horse with what looked like a big giant cannon or a big giant gun, and he was like saddled up on it, and he was shooting off the cannon to fight off the missiles that were coming in. So I plan to do a video on that. I had a dream too about the day we're gonna be judged. I plan to do a video on that, but the problem is I'm always too tired for work. That's why I don't do them. So Luke says, that's what I'm saying. When you and Tony went to Burger Boy in good old Conroe, Texas. Yeah, Tony turned his back on me. I don't even know why. Yeah, I remember. I think it was Rocky's birthday, and I went to Walmart for another reason. I took him with me. I think it was, or I went in his car. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember that Tony telling me, "Oh, I'm gonna get a gift for Rocky." I said, "Don't bother." I said, "No, don't worry about it." So he bought Rocky a Spider-Man bed sheets, pillowcase, and I think came with the pillows. I said, you don't have to bother, but he kept insisting, so then I did the same thing because I've been taught when people gives you gifts, don't be rude, just take it. To me, it's like bad education, bad manners to say no too many. You say once or twice, 3 times. But I know in some cultures, I don't know who, I don't know the way he was raised. It could be offensive to some people, so then I just let him. But then like he turned that against me, like he took it personal. I don't know why. Like I asked him to buy it, or I ripped him off, or you have to buy it for me. No, he insisted. So after that incident, it just went kind of downhill. And then when COVID broke out, I asked him to not go to the hospital for anything because they're going to the hospital and killing people. And I knew a couple of people that happened to. So I was concerned of him going to the hospital to get his teeth fixed. Yeah, it was about his teeth. He was wearing veneers. And I guess he was more informed than I was at the time. What was going on. I was still kind of ignorant, but I just knew people that were telling me their experiences, what happens when their families go to the hospitals. And I knew a couple of people who, like, they kind of killed their family members. So I asked them to please not go. Either he thought I was not being awake or informed, or he thought I was being a kook. One of the others, I'm not sure which one it is. After that, he just stopped talking to me because he didn't answer the phone anymore. Then he started talking bad about me. I don't even know why. I didn't do anything to him. I didn't do nothing to him. So I just distanced myself. He distanced himself. And I just moved on. Oh, well, what can you do? Just the way it is. Just the way people are today. There's no more love in people. I'm not saying Tony doesn't love people, but it's just the way it is. People don't love people anymore. There's no more love from people. I just heard on the news of a man that shot and killed a woman. And he live streamed it. He live streamed killing the woman. And then he left the live stream on while the woman is dying. That's the society we live in today. Nobody cares about nobody. Nobody's concerned about other people. Today, the way people are, you could be starving to death and people will not feed you. It is that bad. People will rather kick you on the ground. It's all about what I can get out of it. You know, when I was growing up, we always talk about world peace. World peace. What's going to bring world peace? And I remember someone said years ago, it starts with each and one of us to make the world a better place. But people don't think about that anymore. It's about what I can get out of it, what you could do for me. It's all about me. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's just, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I think a lot of it has to do with the chemicals they put in the food. Because I've been watching Mike Martin's channel. He's in the Philippines right now. Big shout out to Mike. Mike in the night over there in the Philippines. And one thing that it reminded me when I was in the mission field, that he said that everybody smiles. Everybody's skinny. Nobody's arguing or fighting. And that's because one, it's like, what is it now? Over 150 vaccines. Mike Martins, he's in the Philippines right now. He bought a house for 500. No, he bought land for 500, and it cost him like less than $5,000 just to build the house. You know, another 2,000 to put electricity. I guess furniture in it, fill it up with food, and cut that jungle that was there. But and it reminded me when I was in Mexico years ago, though. This isn't the Mexico of today that I'm talking about, so don't misunderstand me. People smiled. Even though you would say cartel infested, high crime, people smiled. Girls in their 15 years old still look like little girls. Not like my daughter that's already 11 years old and she's fully developed. I don't understand how it happened. But anyways, and another thing is children here from the age of 2 years old, the day they're born, by the time they go to school, they're already injected with 150 vaccines. That's why I don't vaccinate my kids. It's like all the children today have hyper attention deficit disorder, ADD, autism. They're gay already. My little kids are saying they're trans kids. And then what else? I mean, the list just goes on and on. Diabetes. Oh, that's a big one. Diabetes, high blood pressure. I'm hearing reports of strokes in children, heart attacks already. 5 years old getting heart attacks and strokes. I'm telling you guys, that's not normal. And don't be surprised if in a few more years, if things keep going the way they're going in the children, by the time they're 7 years old, they'll probably get Parkinson's disease for all I know. And I've seen reports where children hang up in wheelchairs, perfectly healthy children. And I've heard of cases when years ago when my first daughter was born, children that are born perfectly normal, they get a vaccine and they go deaf. They get a vaccine, they go blind. They get a vaccine, diabetic. They get a vaccine, a few years later they're gay. They can't sit still. There was my daughter used to have a friend that used to live in the area, but he moved to Duquesne, Texas. He would come over all the time. What was his name? I can't remember his name right now, but it doesn't matter anyways. Little boy couldn't sit still. I used to take him with me to the park because he wanted to hang out with him because he didn't have a dad, so he would call me dad. Man, that little boy can't even, it's like he's bouncing everywhere. I told my wife, I bet you anything, he's injected with all the vaccines. And they probably got him on prescription medication. And it turns out to be, yes, my daughter confirmed to me that he's on prescription medication. Because of the food, they're eating all the highly processed junk food. What do they eat? TV dinners, McDonald's, injections left and right, injection here, injection there. Look at my kids, they're perfectly healthy. Good grades, stellar children. I already had my first one damaged through vaccines. I don't need all my kids damaged. No prescription medication. And now that we're eating clean, God is good, honestly. God is good. That's all I gotta say, God is good. And I'm telling you guys, we cannot follow the system. So Mike Martin's reminded me of the mission field. People are smiling. You got 16-year-old girls. They still look like little girls over there. No arguments, no cursing, no fighting. Or why you looking at me? Or why you filming? He points the camera in the street and people just wave all friendly. Oh no, here. The last time I was jogging, I was trying to record myself because I was stressed out. I was just recording myself. I had the phone right in my face, like 2 blocks away from my house. I'm not gonna sit there and fight and argue with people because they're my neighbors. The guy gets in his car. Think about it. He don't even want to walk from the front yard to come and ask me. No, he gets in his car. It's not even a block, not even half a block. He literally drives 15 feet to ask me, why am I recording? What do you care? You don't care that Walmart records you. You don't care that the government records you in the street. You don't care, right? So why are you bothering me? Because people don't realize it, but I would say maybe 95% of the population is on drugs. And I'm not talking about marijuana, cocaine, the stuff that you hear, fentanyl, what was the other one? Kush, bath salts, you name it. I can't think of more drugs. I don't even do drugs. Not talking about drinking, vaping it. It's the fake food, multidextrin, all these chemicals that you can't even read on there. A lot of them, if you read a lot of those chemicals, they disrupt your nervous system, your digestive system, which is your second brain, your intestine. There's a second brain. That's what's going on. People are drugged up and don't even realize they're drugged up. There are a lot of people that got them on prescription medication. They tried to put me on high blood pressure medication. I got rid of it with fasting. That's how I got rid of it, with fasting and taking ivermectin too. Let me show you guys. And believe me, I'm about to stock up on this stuff because the postseason's coming up. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. Not giving you medical advice either, or financial advice. I don't give nothing. You see that? Highly recommend this one. Next, ivermectin. You don't need the pills. They're so expensive. This is really affordable. Don't buy those pills for like $80. That's just stupid. And then some people are like, oh, how much do you take? The minimum is by weight. The same weight of the horse on here, it's supposed to be for like the horse, allegedly for the horse. That's the minimum. So if you weigh 200 pounds, 250 pounds, 150 pounds, that's what you take, but the minimum. The stronger the infection, the more dosage, the higher the dosage. You can't over-medicate on this, honestly. I've taken, what I did is for like 2 weeks straight when I was really sick. The only thing that it has not really worked is for coughing and some lung infections. That's what I'm telling you, because I've had skin infections. I have a chronic problem with ear infections. This has been a lifesaver for me. I used to take so many antibiotics back in the days that I stopped taking them because it wasn't, at the end, they weren't even helping me. Just be careful. I got ripped off. Look, guys, I bought this through the Walmart website. This is fake ivermectin. It's actually, I don't know how, and even on Amazon, some people have complained. I don't know if I kept the box. I need to throw these away. These are fake. These are fake. I need to throw them away. There's hardly anything in there. But I bought these at Tractor Supply, but the same brand makes a different design box. So if you're going to buy it online, don't buy this design. If I had one, I would show it to you, but I don't. I don't want to talk too much about it because on my old YouTube channel, Google, YouTube, them two, communist YouTube, erased my video for talking about ivermectin. You're not allowed to talk about ivermectin or the other one, Fidenzendel. And I've taken both of them at the same time. So, and I recommend you do a cleanse, a 7-day cleanse. Last time I did a cleanse, I was taking half of the, let me show you guys. I was taking half of it. Half of the syringe one day, the other half the second day. And I was taking this one at the same time. I had phenomenal results after 2 weeks. My old memories, like just random memories, childhood memories started reappearing. I felt a lot more energy. Oh yeah, when I first took it was because of COVID. It knocked out COVID in 20 and 50. No, it was like in 8 hours. It knocked it out clean. By the next day, it was gone. I remember, and I had it bad. Believe me, my wife had it really bad. And when I took it the first time because of COVID, it got rid of my chronic kidney problem. I remember I had kidney. If you guys have been following me, like Holy Hammer's been following me for a long time. And there's a couple of people like Jenny H. They've been following me for a long time. Serious commentator. I used to complain about kidney problems all the time. Like I used to drink water with baking soda. It would knock it out. I used to do the cranberry juice. Fasting got rid of it for a few months. Then it would slowly come back. But the ivermectin knocked it out for good. I had a really bad skin infection. God knocked it out too. My daughter suffered from eczema. It got rid of it. The doctor told her there was never a cure for it. The doctor would give her steroid cream and an antibiotic, if I remember correctly, but it would always come back. You know, that's the way their system is. It always comes back. No matter what, it comes back. It got rid of it. So I'm telling you guys, it cures about 99% of everything. And I recommend both of them. Check it out. This one, I still got one. I'm about to stock up because the cold weather's coming. You don't have to live sick anymore. You never want to get sick. That's what you do. And then once in a while, I do like a 7-day or 2-week cleanse with it. That's what I do. Don't worry about the dosage. Start with the minimum, the weight. But this is how you know you need more. This is what I've learned personally. If you need a higher dosage. If it's just controlling the infection. What I mean by controlling it, it isn't getting worse. is just staying at bay, or it might have just got 2% better, 2 to 5% better. That's it. But you don't really see no real progress. It's just keeping it tamed. When that happens, you got to double the dosage. So it just depends on the infection, honestly. That's what I've learned. That's really what I've learned. It depends on the infection. Once you see it starting to clear up, or you feel like it's already gone away, always take it a few days more than you assume that it's already gone. Like they said, nip it in the butt. You know what I mean? So I gotta get rid of this one. This one's fake. But I'm about to stock up on it. I usually buy about $300 worth. This I'm gonna get $400. It went up. You know how much it used to be when COVID was on? Each syringe was $6.99. I remember bought a whole box. I became an instant believer. I couldn't believe it. I said, all these years I've been sick. So then I remember I got sick from the cold after that. And the flu or influenza has always hit me hard. Every year they change the strain so people can keep getting sick. I've caught on to that. Every year is a new strain because they develop a new strain and they spray it in the air. You can say, well, sir, how do you know that? What evidence do you have? Because like a month before, they call it flu season. Since when is there a flu season? Is there a whore season? Is there a, I don't know, foot fungus season? I don't think so. So they already plan ahead of it. So they put on all their pharmaceuticals. When you walk into the drugstore, you start seeing the commercials, the radio ads. For cuties, you know, they say, oh, so the duration could be less. Take cuties. What's up, Arch Dame? Hey, man. I don't live in California. How am I supposed to say? I don't know. I'm here in Conroe, Texas. 1,600 miles away. There's no way I can see him. But going back to what I was saying, so I caught on to it. And every so often, I would get the flu. In some years, I would get it so bad that I'm glad that I'm still alive. It's always hit me super hard. And I'm very sure because my mom vaccinated me when I was growing up. I mean, it's only like, what, 12 vaccines when I was growing up? I was like 150. I was never breastfed. My mom never breastfeeding me, so I never got her antibodies. Then growing up, they gave me a lot of antibiotics. My parents never gave me probiotics. I didn't know about it out of ignorance. School doesn't teach you that about probiotics, vitamins, exercising, fasting. They don't teach you about that. So when I took that for COVID, I said, I'm going to try it for... I just decided to try it for the flu because I noticed when I got the influenza about a year later again, it hit me hard again. I noticed that a lot of the symptoms were similar, so I'm going to try it. I took it. The next day, even if you feel like you got a fever, you just got to take a nap with the ivermectin. Boom, it knocks it out. You don't have to call off. You might still have some residuals there and there, but that's about it. I'm telling you guys, it makes me wonder all those years that I was sick, fevers, vomiting, dizzy, headaches. Oh, man, when I was a kid, I don't know how I managed to survive. I could tell you some stories. If I would have had ivermectin, and I'm sure it was sold somewhere at a animal feed store. Yep, I'm telling you, man. And they got the population so deceived. Now they were talking about that. I ran into a lady, her son has Crohn's disease really bad. And I told her about yogurt, which has probiotics, the real yogurt, not fake yogurt. Greek yogurt, pure, clean yogurt, you know, A1 milk grade yogurt. You know what I mean? Non-pasteurized yogurt, what they call raw yogurt. I told her about ivermectin, where to get it. I wasn't asking her for money. I'm not selling her anything. I wasn't selling her anything. I sent her copies of my receipts, where to get it, pictures. And I told her, go buy your son some probiotics. They're like $40. I told her where to get it. Soon as I mentioned ivermectin, she never called me again or answered the phone. It's like, it was almost like I threatened to kill her. I put it to you like that. Because the media told them it's horse pace and you're going to get cardiac arrest, drop, and die. Just like the media's telling the people about the tariffs right now. Oh, there's inflation, blah, blah, blah. And now the media's saying that the jobs report came in and the CPI report came, which is, the stats are being taken over by a bunch of woke Democrats with, anti-Trump derangement syndrome in the Federal Reserve and in these government agencies. When in the country, my gas prices went down. I'm telling you now from my own personal experience, not what the media is telling me. Because lately I've been noticing the restaurants are empty. Telling you because it's not as busy anymore. It hasn't been as busy for us on the route like it was at first. And then I've been to some of these restaurants. People are just standing around doing nothing. I've been noticing less traffic. And the stores are empty. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Because the media is pushing hard. The media, the legacy media, the TV, the fake news, the corporate media, corporate giants, they still have a lot of control over the population. They tell them that the inflation is because of the tariffs. When my own personal life, my groceries have gone down. Not like prior to 2020. Give you a perfect example. I bought a bag of potatoes for $8.99 and went down to $7 for 10-pound bags of golden potatoes. The regular potato, the russet potatoes, went up to $7.99 at Kroger under Biden, and it was still at $7.99 after Trump got inaugurated. Now the same bag of potatoes have dropped to $5.99, and I memorized the prices. The flank steak or what they call milanesa steaks? They shot up all the way to $7 or $8.99 $8.99 a pound. They're back down to $6.99 a pound. My Costco grocery bill, like about a month ago, I remember I walked out of the store paying like $500 something. Now I went back and I repeated almost exactly the same thing. As a matter of fact, I added a couple more things. I was dreading it, going to the cash register. No, $300. Wow, almost 50% down. Why isn't the media not talking about this? Because they have an agenda. They got a control over their minions. So I'm telling you guys, the media be lying about everything. Everything. They're all propaganda and lies. And some people will not believe it. You try to tell them they're lying to you. No, but I drove through there and I saw the car accident. Like someone told me. You're telling me they're lying to me? Yes, they're lying to you. So gas was on average $2.99. Biden tapped into strategic reserves. It only went down to $2.79. Then it was between $2.79, $2.69. Now it's like $2.42, $2.50 a gallon. Inflation is going down. It really is. My eyes don't lie to me. I'm sorry. They're lying. I'm telling you. I'm saying from my own personal experience. Well, anyways, guys, I got to go to sleep. I got to go to work tomorrow. I got to get up, do my push-ups, my 500 push-ups, my 240 sit-ups, my 140 crunches. And got to go to work. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm starting to feel the difference in my body. I've been going at it already for like at least 4 months, 5 months. But anyways, exercise and eat clean, guys. And don't listen to the media or the false prophets on here on YouTube. Anyways, God bless you. Jesus loves you. Comment, rate, subscribe. Have a beautiful night. Any last questions? This is your chance. Flu vaccine season. Medical Industrial Complex is promoting them. Yep. I don't know how to say your name. H-A-R-I. Holy Hammer. Luke in the house. Yep. Look, it's not in Tijuana anymore. Yeah, you have a good one, Holy Hammer. Let me know. Are the prices going down in your area? Before I cut the stream or you're watching this on replay, please hit the like button, by the way. Share the live. And let me know. Are prices going down in your area? Because they're going down in my area. Eggs have gone down too. I remember seeing a 60 count eggs for like $20, I think it was. And the prices have gone down. I'm telling you guys, I'm not stupid. I was shocked. Even the sticks at Costco had gone down. Actually, for some odd reason, the price was actually lower than it was at Kroger. And some of them, even H-E-B. I remember when Biden was president, I used to go, I would open up at 6 in the morning if I was fortunate enough to get out early enough at work. I used to see a long line, people lined up, and that never used to happen because I used to deliver to the grocery stores too, as a truck driver prior to working where I'm working now. And you never used to see that. Matter of fact, I used to see every morning the guys from the meat market in the back just throwing away all the meat because they can't sell it one day after it expired. Not anymore. 6 months ago, I remember I said, not anymore. When Biden was still president, I saw people lined up to get the meat that was on clearance or marked down. I was the only one that used to take the meat. I don't see nothing wrong with it as long as I put it in the freezer. But, you know, people are picky, but people haven't been picky anymore. Bro, you looking like Nacho Viagra these days. Oh, thanks. Hope that's good. I hope that's not bad. I'm still overweight, though. I need to get down to 159 according to the BMI calculator, body mass index. I still got some stubborn belly fat. But the thing is, the type of work that I do, I have to eat carbohydrates and some sugar because I need every energy and strength I can get. Oh, man. But I'm starting to see a difference in my chest. And I just mixed up my push-ups this Monday. I did 80 reps, 20 reps, 80 reps, 20 weights, 80 reps up to 500. Boy, did I get sore. Woo. And while I was doing it, I was just doing 80, doing a set of crunches, sit-ups, and then do my other 80. So kind of got it like a break. So what I did this time, I did 80 reps, sit-ups, 20 reps, crunches, then 80. So, and you got a very little break in between. Yeah, rice and beans. But I mean, if I didn't have a intense physical labor job, believe me, I'll be working on it. Anyways, guys, I'm really tired. Thank you again, please, guys. Yep. Telling you guys. Oh, electrolytes. Electrolytes help a lot. I take a lot of electrolytes. I have to, no choice. It's too hot out here anyways. Anyways, God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Comment, rate, subscribe. I don't know why somebody keeps asking me before I end the live stream. Did I look sick? Somebody's telling me I look sick. Do I look sick? I hope not. You guys have a good night. God bless you. Oh, my birthday's coming up. I'm turning 43. Pretty soon here. Anyways, keep me in prayer and keep my wife in prayer. She really needs it, guys. She's having some health issues right now, so please, guys. Anyways, God bless you guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Hasta la vista, baby. Bye-bye.